whichever way, by all means necessary, you must have electricity, and you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise made will be a promise kept. If I can't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me.
State now, where the governor of the state, Monday Okpebolo, shocked a crowd of protesters and activists on Monday when he joined the group to protest against the Benin Electricity Distribution Company. The protest was put together by the organized Edo People Against BEDC Oppression group in Benin City. Okpebolo, while addressing the crowd, agreed with them that BEDC is not doing enough. Let's take a look.
We are all youth. Is that not so? Yes. Are we not Edo youth? Yes. So I've come to join you on the protest. The only way we can fight them is to bring stakeholders into this business of distribution.
Yes.
I want to let you know we will break the monopoly. And that monopoly does not belong to one man. So how do we do it? We have to operate like the way telecom operates. Bringing different stakeholders, bringing different companies so that we can have light.
Our camera guy in the studio is from Edo State, your governor. Well, the governor said he would have a meeting today with stakeholders on the issue. However, ex-users have questioned why the governor of the state is joining the protest as opposed to assuring people that as their leader, he will provide or improve security and electricity supply in the state. I will take Adeni's tweet. He wrote, Nigeria is exhausting. How does a sitting governor join residents to protest electricity for something he has the power to fix? You're in government. Solve it. Leadership is not protest. In the meantime, a clip from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 2023 campaign has resurfaced online as it shows the president, then a presidential candidate, making a promise to voters that if he is unable to deliver stable and affordable electricity in his first term, voters shouldn't give him a second chance. Let's take a look.
Whichever way, by all means necessary, you must have electricity, and you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise made will be a promise kept. If I can't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me. That's the truth. Unless I give you adequate reasons why I couldn't deliver. And it's convincing enough.
A promise made is a promise kept. Well, former presidential candidate Peter Obi also recently discussed this trending video on his X page, in which he pointed out that the national grid collapsed at least twice in January and collapsed about 12 times in 2025, highlighting how a candidate's promise during a campaign can easily resurface when they are not kept. Rufai, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in that resurface clip, urged Nigerians not to vote for him if we do not have constant electricity supply. And now we see the governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebolo, out on the streets protesting inadequate electricity supply in his state.
Okay, couple of things. President Tinubu said we should not vote for him if he can't provide power. Like he said, he's not been able to provide power. In fact, let's tell you what he's done. He's taken the presidential villa, he's taking it to solar. Is going off the grid. So it shows that President Tinubu, in terms of power provision, has been a failure. A big-time failure. Let me even excite you even more. President Tinubu promised the electricity operators that last year was going to pay their over 4 trillion debt, legacy debt. Today, that debt has gone up to 6 trillion. President Tinubu keeps dribbling them. The other day, the Nation newspaper came out to say that there's been a body set up to be able to evaluate and check if those monies were actually correct, and they beat out that money to about 2.8 trillion. The electricity operators came out to say it's a lie. So the government is playing politics with power. They are not ready. And President Tinubu has failed as regards. So if you say don't vote for him as regards power, except he gives you a reason, I'm going to tell you authoritatively, he has no reason. He has just failed. He's not been able to solve his problem. He's been a massive failure as regards power. Then he's running to solar. The fact that he's running to solar is a big indictment on him. Secondly, as regards power situation in the country, we have installed capacity of over 13,000. The national grid cannot hold more than 6,000 because it's moribund. He's not been able to fix the national grid. He's made endless promises about Siemens coming in. They keep talking about deals here and there. We don't see any action on the grid. Most importantly, Akpakomisa that is going ahead to protest, the joke is on him. His predecessor built something called Osiomo power plant, 95 megawatts. Has he built any power plant? The Chinese partners of the Osiomo power plant pulled out of the JV as of 1st of September 2025 because they couldn't meet the agreements. So we should ask him what happened to Osiomo power plant. You see, these politicians are very hypocritical people. That's why with the crop of politicians we have, Nigeria can never move forward. That's why you have a level of insecurity. The state is obviously overwhelmed. Ayo, you are seeing a losing state. You are seeing South Sudan in the making. You are seeing Somalia in what is happening in Bauchi. A losing state. A state where bandits are raiding people. People are running away. Terrorists are raiding people. Look at them running away. It's the same people this Nigerian state want to come and ask taxes from. And they are making new tax law for. The government cannot even do anything for these people. Will these people tell you that they have any impact of the government in their lives? So you can see, plus Akpakomisa that is going to protest because his own father, Tinubu, that he said if Tinubu does not enter, he will resign. His own father has failed nationally. He thinks BEDC does not want to give power to their customers. It's because of the failure of his own father on the national scene, President Tinubu, that he's saying he's going to resign if he does. If people don't vote, I want to give 2 million votes in Edo. Do you know how many million voters? I don't even know how many million voters that are coming out to vote in Edo. I say I want to give 2 million votes for. It's because of his failure of his father at the national level that BEDC. How many
votes did he get himself?
I don't even know. I don't even care to know.
Okay.
So if his father failed on the national scale, he's not going to protest against BEDC and harass BEDC, say they are not doing well. They are not doing well. They are not doing well. Yeah. And he has Osiomo power there. Yeah. They've not been able to fix Osiomo power because he has not even built new power plants. Maybe they've passed the law that states can now, adapt their own power. How many power plants has he built? How many vessels has he brought to the states that regards power? The Osioma one that is there, they left it. These guys are a bunch of jokers.